Nicholas gets almost 18 pounds of fish delivered in a silver bucket straight to his pool each and every day. So we have to ask behaviors, and they're just as important to ask behaviors that are high energy, just like it is as important for us to go to the gym. So you want to make sure you're burning off some of those calories. And you will notice Nicholas vocalizing there. Sometimes they get a little bit excited when they get the correct answer. So other types of high energy or exercise behaviors could be fast swimming around the pool, doing aerials in the air like this. And this is your splash warning. So be aware, even further back than the first 3 rows can get wet. Or splashing guests around the pool. So that was an example of a high aerial. And he can also fast swim around his pool. He can swim from one animal care specialist to another. So you guys can take a look right here. He's gonna splash. So you will notice that Nicholas has the choice whether he would like to participate and share some of his pool water with you. So you have that little souvenir to take home. But you will notice that Cami does have that whistle around her neck. That is actually called a bridge. So whenever we train our animals here, that bridge tells them that they have done a good job. They can come over and receive some type of reinforcement. Reinforcers for our dolphins do not always have to be that whistle or that bridge. We can also point at them and tell them that they've done a good job if we are in the vicinity of their pool. And we can also tap 2 taps anywhere on their body. This is called a tactile bridge. And again, this just lets the animal know that they've done a good job and they can come over and receive some type of reinforcement. You will notice that silver bucket poolside next to Nicholas here. That does contain 3 main species of fish. The first species is a herring. It's going to be the larger species, the meat and potatoes of their diet, where they would get the majority of their protein and their carbs. Second species is a capelet. This is going to be where a lot of the water content comes from. Dolphins here, dolphins out in the wild, they actually don't drink the water that they swim in. They get it directly from the fish that they eat. We can also ask Nicholas, as well as any of our resident bottlenose dolphins, a behavior called hydration, where we can take a tube, place it down their throat. There is a funnel attached to the top of it, and we can pour a nice big glass of water down that funnel and into that tube in order to make sure our dolphins stay extra hydrated. That water will have a little bit of salt in it, just like the fish that they eat, and just to give them some electrolytes, just like we would drink Gatorade. Now you learned a little bit about the bridge, but something else I'd like to tell you about is how we train our animals. So we start by teaching them to touch their rostrum to the end of a target pole, such as this one right here, or to the palm of our hand. We can then move that target pole around, or move our hand around, just like you see Cami doing right here, in order to reach the desired behaviors. That was a very high target, so that can be high energy or exercise because he's having to use that powerhouse or that peduncle region just above his tail flukes in order to pump himself up and out of the water. So once we move that target pole around or move our hand around, we then pair it with an SD or a hand signal. So you will notice that we do communicate with these guys using our hands. It's kind of like sign language, but it's all based on the animal, and we can come up with any different types of signs for them, which is pretty amazing based on that behavior. Then once that SD or that hand signal is paired with that movement of your hand or that target pull, we can then remove it, and then they behave using that target pull. And sometimes we can just ask the behavior with no help, and sometimes we can change it up and blow that whistle before they even take off on that behavior, which is pretty amazing. I would like to take this opportunity to tell you guys a little bit about our mission here. So we are a working nonprofit marine animal hospital dedicated to preserving the environment while inspiring the human spirit through the leadership in the rescue, rehabilitation, and release of marine life, environmental education, research, and conservation. So thank you all so much for coming out here today and supporting our mission. And thank you to Clearwater Toyota. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Please feel free to approach me, any other intern, staff member, or volunteer. Have a great rest of your day here at our facility. Bye, everyone.